Francois, talk us through the states that are still in play. Is this a lock for Joe Biden, or is there still a path to victory for Donald Trump?
There's a very slim path to victory for Donald Trump, and there are several paths for Joe Biden. Now, the state you just heard the president's son speak in, Pennsylvania, right now the margin is 160 votes in favor of the incumbent, but there are still 400,000 votes left to count, and many of those are in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Philadelphia, where Biden is expected to run up the score, so it will be a nail-biter there. Remember, if Joe Biden flips Pennsylvania, it's game over. Now, there are other paths for the Democratic nominee. He can still win in Arizona, where he leads, but it's a slim lead. It's down to 69,000 votes, with the president narrowing the gap. There's also Nevada, where we're expecting many more ballots to be counted this Thursday. And so Joe Biden can win the presidency without Pennsylvania, whereas Donald Trump absolutely needs to win Pennsylvania. Thus, the president's son and the president's personal lawyer going there, crying foul, demanding a stop to the count.
Francois, this election isn't just about the presidency, of course. There are also a lot of races for the U.S. Congress. Where does that stand at the moment?
What we see is that there isn't the expected blue wave for the Democrats. They lost a few seats from the midterms in 2018 in the House. Right now, the Republicans have a 48-47 lead in the U.S. Senate, and that could stay in the favor of the Republicans. We may not know the results in the Senate until January, because there'll probably be a runoff in the state of Georgia for one Senate seat at least. So the Republicans could cling to their lead in the Senate. The Senate is very powerful. It means that even if you have a President Biden, he's going to have to contend with an opposition that will be strong.
Francois, you were mentioning earlier how the president's son, Eric, was in Pennsylvania. We have started to see protests popping up around the country in places like Pennsylvania, in at least a half a dozen cities so far. What's the situation like there in D.C. where you are?
So there was a get out the vote, or count the vote, if you will, rally that was planned this morning. They had various meeting points, one for cars, one for cyclists, and pedestrians to meet on what's been dubbed Black Lives Matter Plaza, that is to say across the street from the White House. This was due to take place at this hour here in the nation's capital. You have those in favor of the Democrats, trying to pressure to count every vote, as Joe Biden has said. And you've also had the other side pressuring to stop the vote count, like the scenes we saw in Detroit on Wednesday, where Republicans, poll watchers who wanted to get in to a vote count center in Detroit were banging on the windows while the volunteers were opening ballots inside.
Francois, thanks for that. France 24's Francois Picard reporting from Washington.